everyone. I'm Linda McHenry with The Writer's Voice, and my guest today is Hank Phillippi Ryan, a best-selling novelist, winner of numerous and prestigious awards for her writing. Hi, Hank. How are you?
Oh, I'm great. Thank you. This is wonderful to see you. I love seeing you in your gorgeous study with all your books. It's beautiful.
Who thought we'd be doing this kind of stuff from our home offices, and
Yeah.
it's just amazing. Now, before we get into the topics, I do want you to talk about your new release, The First to Lie. It just came out in the beginning of August. Tell us about that because it's getting rave reviews already.
The Publisher's Weekly starred review of The First to Lie said, stellar. Ryan could win a sixth Agatha for this one. So that is the highest of accolades. I'm really thrilled about it. The bottom line, The First to Lie is two strong women facing off in a high stakes psychological cat and mouse game to prove their truth and get their revenge for a terrible childhood betrayal. But which character is the cat and which character is the mouse? And that is The First to Lie. So that's all I can tell you.
Okay, well,
You
and
asked
that's
me about
good.
the plot or the main characters. This is the problem of writing a suspenseful, twisty thriller.
Well, no, you don't want to do the spoiler, not at all. Now, how long does it take you to write a book? This is me just personally, because,
Well,
with
it's
all the plot
interesting
twists
because,
and everything, how long does it take you?
well, it takes as long as I have. That's the answer. I'm under contract to write these, and my books are due in a year. I mean, it's essentially a year. And it takes a year. I mean, I think my writing metabolism knows, after all these years of being a reporter, my writing metabolism knows how long I have to do the thing and how organized I have to be to turn that in on time.
I know myself writing nonfiction, like you, I write to deadlines and all that kind of stuff. And there's a lot of writers who have difficulty with that. And I guess they don't look at it as, yeah, it's fun and it's the only thing you can do, but it's a business and you have to be professional about it.
It's my responsibility to have every book be better than the last one. I learn more, I understand more about the craft, I challenge myself more, I understand more about storytelling. I have an ambition to be a better and better writer, and I don't think we can lose that either.
Most of us writers at heart are introverts. We can go out in public and we can perform and we can be ourselves, but that's not necessarily our most comfortable place. Why don't you talk a little bit about being the introverted writer and the things that you have to do to make sure that you market yourself and bring yourself to the public's attention?
If someone said to me, would you rather go to a party or stay home? I'd much rather stay home. I mean,
Me too.
Right? I can go to a party and it's fine and I'm okay. It's such a funny world and our lives are so complicated. I grew up in really rural Indiana, and I was the nerdiest, geekiest little loner of a girl just reading up in the hayloft of the barn behind our house. And I'll tell you, I was always very curious as a little girl, and I would say to my mom, I would ask my mom questions, and she would say, why don't you go find out for yourself? Why don't you go ask? And she really empowered me to ask questions. And I think that role as being someone who asks the questions allows us to be in the world in a way that, because we have a role, I'm the one who asks the questions. And I think that's one of the reasons I got into reporting as well, is it gives me an opportunity to have a reason to ask a question and then to engage with people. And let me just say quickly that that's one of the themes really of The First to Lie. And I'm so intrigued that you brought this up, because what you're talking about is how we become someone else when it's necessary to do that. And we act like someone else, and we have someone else's motivations, and we have someone else's desires and necessities. And that's what happens in The First to Lie.
Thank you for joining me today. Hope to see you again in the future. Folks can find you on your website at hankphillippiryan.com, and that's 2 L's and 2 P's, right?
Exactly. hankphillippiryan.com, or on Facebook at Hank Phillippi Ryan Author, and Twitter and Instagram at Hank P. Ryan. Please come find me. Email that you send to me by way of my website comes right to me with no one in the intermediate position, just straight to me. And I'd love to hear from you all.
Okay, well, thanks, Hank. We'll be talking to you soon.
My pleasure. Thanks so much.